Hey everyone, how you doing today? I thought, of course, look at the workshop here again on this glorious Friday and see all these amazing creations everybody's been building here. So I've got 6 of them picked out today. I'm gonna show them all in Reforged Eden. So most all of these are, except for one, and we'll do a little bit of an exception on the stats on that one because it's set up properly for vanilla. Um, so anyway, to start with here, the very first creation is the Star Wars I-TS by Barefoot Hillbilly. And this seems to be a product line here by this author. So there's been quite a few Star Wars based creations. And this one is a very, very cool one. This is a SV. Um, I gotta say, I kind of been right before the video. I was just kind of looking at the body a little bit, and I didn't want to look at it too much, but I'm noticing some really cool, subtle details on it that I didn't think about when I first looked at it. But obviously, this is really cool shaping and block work. I especially like this front end curved section and all the detailed blocks in there, and the use of these like curvy blocks inside of there. That's a really neat look, and that kind of goes with the curve on the outside of the block. Just some really cool block shaping, basically. But on the texturing, if you noticed, it's got some mix-ups. Well, I mean, some intentional color changes here, which I think look really really cool. Like you notice, like some of these are kind of almost a little bit, I wouldn't say pink, but kind of a more of a beige tone, and some are gray. Sorry, there's a ramp door that opened up. It scares me. And then there's a little color change here on the like the grays and the whites and things like that too. That looks really really cool though. That's a nice subtle effect. Uh, Definitely like to see that kind of thing. It takes a little bit of extra time too, and you got to play around with the color palette and things like that. This top section is really neat too. A lot of little doodads, I guess you could say, or like block work on there to give it some definition. But that's very characteristic of Star Wars as well. Seeing like all kinds of extra little details in here. Of course, this area could have been just flat, but look how much better it looks with all the stuff. And the stuff on here isn't like in a necessary like symmetric formation either. It's just done asymmetrically, which I think is very cool as well. That's a nice touch, definitely. Um, so yeah, just taking a look at this whole creation here. I mean, this is a pretty big SV. I have to take a look at the size class of it yet, things like that. But really, really cool. Every place I can see the ship at. The back looks really cool too. I like this thruster setting or how this is hooked up over here. That is neat. Nice round housing coming out there, and then the breakup in that housing over here, which also looks really cool, and the different textures in the mix to give it that I don't know, technical like wiring and things like that look, which is again very looks very Star Wars. Um, yeah, overall very very cool looking creation. Got to see what this is all about here. It doesn't look like it's gonna be a like a combat vessel or anything like that from the looks of it, but it does have a little bit of defense on it. Maybe I think there's some more turrets hidden away here than that one. So anyway, let's find a way inside of here a minute, and I'll go check that out. How about these side doors here? Let me do the light thing as well. Here, I'll try to keep it a little bit brighter. It gets so dark. I'm trying to keep a little bit of light tones going on here. Oh yeah, already right in here. Again, yeah, even on the inside here, it kind of looks like a Star Wars type of ship. I like the hallway and the trim around all the edges here, the angled wall pieces. Looks like we've got some nice function in here too. So we got our trauma center. Looks like we got a couple cargo extensions or controllers over in back here. I have to take a look at its full cargo capacity here. Yeah, so ammo and yeah, looks like pretty good size extensions for an SV as well. Let's see what's in this room here. Oh, technical room here. Oh, that looks really cool. Um, it's these little subtle touches that I really do like though too. Like you can kind of see that there's this venting over these panels over the flooring and wiring down there, and then you see the one panel kind of like not in that position, but like leaning up against the wall, like someone was in there working on something and took that panel off. That's just really cool seeing that kind of thing. I mean, it's some thought was put into there, and it does help with immersion too. So this actually looks like it's the core room here. And we got our some CPU blocks up there, and our main core sitting in here. A lot of fine detail in here, and I definitely love that. All the stuff that's just given it some definition, and things like this is really cool too. With the vent, like not put over the area that it looks like it would go. That's just cool. It's a nice touch. What do we got over here? So it looks like O2 and an armor locker and some bedding. Well, that's really cool. I like the way this is done too. So yeah, well, I would say this kind of looks like it would be sleeping quarters of some origin. Um, if not, it's a cool looking formation on the wall, but looks a little stiff if you're going to lay on it. But so I could be wrong on that, but it does kind of look like that could be some kind of bedding, but maybe not. Maybe just some kind of cargo thing, or actually just really cool block work. So a couple cargo boxes in there as well. Let's go across the aisle here. Now this looks like it's going to be a hot zone. Yep. Now we got our shield and warp core in here. Some generators down below that. Nice looking piping again. Definitely like that. Yeah, very detailed inside. Feels authentic. And I like the layout here too. How asymmetrical it is on the interior. Obviously, there's a little bit of asymmetrical block work on the top of this, but also inside here, it's like both sides are pretty much completely different. Even these doors don't even line up to different size rooms on either side. Looks like we got some shield parts in here too. That's pretty cool. So yeah, definitely a lot of stuff going on here. It looks like we got our brand new food processor for SVs in there. A bunch of 6 passenger seats, a couple fridges, constructor, another cargo box, and looks like we've got some. I think that's a cargo box, isn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a cargo box. That's cool. That actually looks really nice too. With this decor with the white and blacks, it's nice looking. Could be used as a decoration part there too. Yeah, boxes are pretty decorative actually. So, and then it looks like we get up front here and we got a pilot and co-pilot seat. Yeah, both active pilot seats. That's really nice. Nice looking view off the front of the ship as well. Yeah. No, I really like this. This is neat. Nice and authentic. Just feels right. Everything is proportional. Um, this is the way I came in originally. Let's see what's behind these doors here. Oh, so it looks like we've got our some fuel tanks there, different things like that. Looks like a pentaxi tank and oxygen tank in the mix. Very nice. Oh, there goes the lightning again. Okay, I was probably just in God mode in the floor. That's why the lights turned off. But yeah, very, very nice. Let's take a look at some specs on this. So 6 hour and 45-minute build time. It does have long-range radar on it, 2 laser turrets, 4 retractable minigun turrets, and a detector. 30 fuel tanks, a lot of fuel in here. Looks like our speeds and motions are really good too. So 55 forward, 16 strafing, 41 lift, 27 reverse, 16 down. It does require a little bit of estrium and zacosium in the and an advanced upgrade kit for the long range radar. I didn't know SVs had long range radar. I guess they do. Where is that on the ship here too? Kind of neat to see it at night too. It has it definitely looks like some kind of frigate in space. Definitely cool that way. And then the lighting on the rear portion over here, kind of giving it that red look as well. Not sure where the radar is though. It's oh duh, right in front of me. Okay, let's get the lights back on here a second. And let's take a look at the storage in here. So we got an ammo controller at 32K, which is that is big for an SV. We got a cargo controller or a container controller at 45K. That's really, yeah, very. That's a lot of storage for an SV again between the two of those. And then it looks like beyond that we've got some regular cargo boxes and our fridges and things like that. Um, I'm just curious, so I want to see what the hull is made out of on this ship, because it does seem to fly pretty good, according to the specs. So steel hull on here. That makes a lot of sense. I wasn't sure if it was going to be steel or if it was going to be try to push to be carbon, but it does look like it has steel. Just kind of curious on its lift thrusters here too. Actually, where are they hiding there? Get that away. Oh, okay. So we got a number of them kind of in this section here. That's pretty interesting. So yes, you can see them there. Interesting way to display those. Looks like it works pretty good too. So yeah, very very nice ship. Again, this is the Star Wars ITS by Barefoothilbily. Very very cool creation. Great shaping. Love the texturing. Love the details. Love the interior. Very nice work. So next here we've got this crazy looking stealth bomber kind of ship, and this is by Ente, um, and this is the Ghost for Reforged Eden. And I got to say right off the bat, this looks really, really, really cool. Love the finish on it, too. Just the coloring and things like that. That looks neat. Really cool shaping, kind of aggressive. Your triangle look. A lot of details going on there. Love the wing block work back here too. And all these wings obviously are made with blocks and not actually like SV wing parts. And by the way, yes, this too is a SV. Um, love the thrusters on the back too with the texture lights in that particular formation. That's a neat looking setup there. Let's take a look at the underside of the wing here. Let me get a little light going on here too. Yeah, very nice. That's interesting how this was done up here too. Kind of it's got some, I don't know, almost like kind of grills or vents or something like that. Obviously the author could have just used the angled blocks in there as normal and just made it smooth, but that looks pretty cool. Gives you some opportunity to add in some neat looking texture lights there too. We got some turrets on the lower side of the wings here. Wow, that's sharp, very sharp. Like the LCDs on the top here too. What does that actually say on there? Backwards fire turret. Oh, remove. Okay, so these are turret positions. Using LCDs to indicate where to put the turrets. That makes sense. These are all 3x3 spaces here. So it looks like we've got a few of those going on here. So 3 turret positions on the top side. I wonder if there's any extra ones on the bottom side too. Doesn't look like it. It does come stock with some though. Using looks like mostly medium jet thrusters, except for the forward ones are using the big ones there. Yeah, what a nice looking creation. I mean, that is definitely has that stealth fighter look, and of course the name is very appropriate to that. Uh, very cool, very cool. So here, let me go to lighting here, and oh, but by the way, just to make mention as well, I got another microphone on order, so I know I cannot adjust the volume of this microphone on this headset. Unfortunately, so I had to crank up the OBS settings so I could get the volume that I am getting. And I know it's slow. A lot of people have said it's slow. It sounds a little funky to me too. So I'm going to try to correct that. But the microphone I did have on order has been delayed. I don't know when it's coming now, so I got to kind of keep using this until I can get the new one, and hopefully the audio improves. And I apologize for that. I had issues with my previous headset with not the microphone, but the headset itself. And then I got a new pair, and then this one, for whatever reason, Does not let me adjust the microphone volume at all. Can't get it to work. Tried for many hours, drivers and updates and things, and nothing actually fixed it. So that is kind of unfortunate. The rest of the headset works fine though. Anyway, here, let me turn off my light here and let's go inside this ship. Wow, this is sharp inside too. I'm liking that. So it's using LCDs to indicate where all these different parts are meant to go. And it looks like we've got places for three different kinds of shield chargers here. Uh, or, well, three shield chargers. I won't say three different kinds. Um, Advanced generators, aux cores. That's a really neat way to display where everything gets to go. And then, obviously, once you know what you're going to want to put there, you can remove the LCD and then place your part. This way, you don't have to run a huge amount of these other types of indicators like decals and things like that to say where the parts are. Which the LCDs look better, and you can be more descriptive on your information rather than just a couple letters. You can actually say the actual part that's on there. It's a nice way to go about it. It really is. LCDs are quite inexpensive too when you for your build costs. So, and we also got some nice information right on the front here. 8 additional weapons, 2 additional bomb launchers can be placed, up to 9 additional shield. 9 additional shield. Upgrades recommended is 5 capacitors, 4 chargers, up to 4 advanced generators, full blah 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 to display the guidance. Activate P menu. Upgrade markers. Hold on, gotta see what that's about. Upgrade marker. Okay, so this. That's cool. So you don't have to look at them the whole time if you don't have all the parts in place too. You can adjust that by the P menu control. That's a nice touch. Very cool. A very cool way of doing that. I kind of like that. I might have to try to adopt a strategy like this. Of course, it's can be difficult to put in all the LCD pieces, but if you actually put them right where the actual part's supposed to go, you'll always have room for them, which is yeah, again, very slick. So inside of here, looks like we got a couple passenger seats on the one side. Our looks like a cargo or ammo controller, cargo controller over here at over 32K. So it looks like SV's ammo or controllers can go above 32K as well now on regular controllers. I thought that used to be a limit, or maybe it was 64K. It's been a while. I might need to build another SV someday again. I haven't done too many of those lately. So we got a constructor, another controller on this side, and this one is ammo controller at about 32K right there as well. And oxygen, trauma station. There's a shield part that's actually installed, and then you can see where all these extra shield parts, generators get put. Cool looking cockpit, cockpit setup here too. I like the glass work there. How does that work when you sit in the, yeah, window lines up perfectly nice. All the LCD work over here kind of makes it really look authentic. I mean, you got a little bit of like decoration on the on this piece itself, but then it looks like 3 other LCDs in the general vicinity. Nice looking LCDs too. Yeah, I definitely like that. This is sharp. Cool looking lighting inside the ship as well. I think it's, I bet you I don't know if it's using a combination of spotlights and regular lights, but yeah, it looks nice. Looks very nice. Yeah, very slick creation. So here, let's get the light back on here a minute. Oh, well, hold on a second. Noticing all these little subtle touches with not super bright, but just you can see it. The LCD work on the wings that kind of go around the inside of the wings, which is really slick as well. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Again, for the author that never sleeps, I got to say that every time. Ente has been really building a lot of nice stuff. And this stuff takes time, and he's been doing very well at it. Love these creations. So anyway, stats. So 4 hour and 34-minute build time. I'm gonna use some Estrium and Zacosium. Unlock level 20. Looks like the speeds are looking pretty nice too. We got 66 lift, 56 forward, 28 strafing, 33 reverse, 33 down. I'm running 15 fuel tanks in here. Comes stock at least. Obviously, there's a lot of upgrading that can be done to this ship. Comes stock at least with 6 laser cannons, 4 retractable minigun turrets, 2 railguns, 2 bomb launchers, and long-range radar. Not running any RCS again, which is totally fine. CPU, we're 59,000 out of 60, which is so it's fitting right up there in T4 Reforged Eden CPU. Um, again, you'd probably add in CPU blocks and all kinds of other parts in this to enhance the shield and increase the weaponry on it. The generators, a bunch of different stuff on there. Nice information though. It's very straightforward on how to do that, so you don't have any confusion on what a particular letter symbol means or something like that, which is a common problem. I mean, we don't have a community-wide standard as into what we would call each part. And I don't know how you would ever really develop that unless the whole community would like somehow be on one thing and all agree to a particular naming convention. But I don't think that'd be pretty hard to ever take place, to be honest. So on other specs here, let's take a look at its storage. I think we might have already looked at that on the inside of the ship. So we got an ammo controller about 32K, and then yes, the cargo controller again about 32K, a little bit over or under on each one of those. So it certainly balances out actually to 32K. So very cool creation. Again by Ente, and this is the Ghost for Reforged Eden. So next we've got a CV here, and this is the Daedalus by I would say USAF Daedalus by Chris Marney, or yeah, Chris JMARONEY. And this looks like a very cool looking CV. A lot of guns on it, so I got to assume that this would be a more combat oriented ship uh, with the amount of turrets and seeing some launchers over here on the sides as well. But yeah, quite a lot of weaponry on this ship. Cool looking coloring and overall shape and design of it as well. It's kind of a neat looking look there. I like how this front end kind of comes out there and you got some angles, but then you also have a straight section with some like antenna type of things going on there. A little bit offset on the one side, which is a really cool touch as well. Um, and then yeah, a bunch of turrets on these different areas. Oh yeah, quite a lot of turrets on this ship. We're gonna have to look at its weapon count here. But yeah, certainly looks like it means business. Oh, we even got some artillery turrets over here. The big ones chilling out there. And then more on the top side as well. Oh, that's interesting. Those aren't, oh yeah, so we got some little bit asymmetrical over here as well. So we've got kind of a control tower type of area on one side only in this part of the ship. And then some of these turrets are kind of offset a little bit too. Interesting. Yeah, that looks pretty cool actually. I like how this whole top piece too is kind of like above the this lower section, and then you got a lot of more intricate block work in here with the pipes and the different formations here. That looks really cool. And of course, a couple hangar doors on the side there. Got to keep on looking at all the stuff that's going on here. So yeah, on the backside, yeah. So these are yeah, big forward thrusters here. So a couple XLs there. It looks like some medium or some large thrusters over on the far sides here in the back, and even a small thruster there. Yeah, very cool. Nice looking shapely ship there. I like the again, I like the texture look too. It's a couple different colors involved in there. And that's kind of neat. Kind of so well, a little bit like this is a little bit more towards the blue tones, and this is a little bit more towards the green tones, but they're both very muted, and they kind of look they look pretty nice together. Actually, that's a nice looking color combination. A little bit unusual, but I definitely like that. I definitely like that. Wow, very cool. So I guess I'm gonna hop in the ship here. I'll go in one of these hangar doors for now. So nice looking hangar. Quite a bit of space. Looks like it's set up to park a couple HVs or SVs or whatever will fit in there. But pretty good spacing and size. Just trying to get an idea of the hangar door. Looks like a 5 by 9, possibly a 5 by 10, but maybe a 5 by 9 hangar door. Either way, good for most everything. Okay, so we got another internal hangar door here. Let's go take this way a minute. So hangar 2, and we got some medical function right out in front here. O2 on that side, some oxygen tanks. Looks like an elevator going up. Ammo bay over here. And at 200,000, which is pretty nice. That's kind of neat looking. Well, you know, at first glimpse, I instantly I looked at that, and the way this is set up in the middle, I instantly thought it looked like a SV constructor, and I was like, no, that's just blocks. That's kind of neat though. It's at first glimpse, you know, obviously you can see it's not a SV constructor, but just had that general shape to it with the kind of the square looking area in the middle. That looks kind of neat. I like that. So then hangar 1 over here with an armor locker, and it looks like a repair bay on this side. Um, like the little I don't know what that is, but that's really cool. Tank over here, or a bomb or something. I don't know. It looks pretty neat though. Yeah, little subtle details like that are always wonderful to see. And it looks like we got a pilot seat. No, that's not a pilot seat. That's just decoration there. Okay, right there. All right. Well, here, let's go up this elevator here a minute. See if this gets us. Oh, wow. Up to this hallway here. So still indicating that the hangars on either side here. So you got some elevators going up to the bridge and observation tower. That would be that way. And the same on this side. Let's take the center door going this way a minute. So you got a gravity generator, 2 gravity generators right there. Some of these. Interesting. Yeah, those are the some of those deco pieces there. And then we got some RCS that they're kind of stacked on. Kind of like, oh, and some other pieces in the back there too. That's cool. Kind of like a stack of, I don't know, like cargo, but not exactly the same. And then we got some controllers over here. It's like a couple, our fuel and oxygen, and what was this one again? Items, both 240s. It's quite a bit brighter in this part of the ship here. So we're getting to the med bay, mess hall, and barracks for that door. And it looks like potential hot part zone through here. No, actually, it just goes right outside the ship for some maintenance there. Or quick in and out of the ship. Kind of tucked away. I didn't even notice that from the outside. So let's see what's through this door here. Okay, so we've got, looks like obvious med bay over here. So it looks like, yeah, we've got all our components, our actual med bay itself, and a shower over there as well. Plus all the specialized medical pieces. And it looks like we got a place to chill and eat over here. Got to have that little mess hall area with fridge and food processor in there as well. I'm seeing some grow lights, I think, over on that side. Something tells me. But oh yeah, oh it is. Okay, so they are grow lights here. How does this work out? It looks like this is set up to maybe replace these blocks down here with grow plots. I'm guessing that would probably be the case here. going down the sides here. So yeah, it looks like a little bit narrower grow plot section, but yeah, you can get some grow plots in there definitely. That's kind of neat. And what's the store here? Looks like another kind of a place to chill out. Oh, and a staircase over here. Oh yeah, there's our TV and our couch over on this part. Breakfast table or whatever. Some information displays. And then a staircase going up over here now. So this, yeah, nice place over here. Another television and couch, bedding, and looks like a lot of like lockers, closets for crew. Very cool. Interesting how it's just kind of like, yeah, it goes up the floor over here on the one side. So yeah, again, a lot of asymmetrical things going on the interior. Let's take this way down this here. So I'm seeing some passenger seats in this section, and but I'm not seeing a pilot seat at least here. So we got a shower and another medical part there. Looks like this okay. This is a boarding ramp. Okay, lower boarding ramp room. Very cool. So I'm wondering if that is that may be the front of the ship for the interior, but I'm not 100% sure yet. But again, this is a combat natured ship, so I would not doubt there's a lot of reinforcing on the front of the ship. We'll take a look at that in a bit too. Um, so let's get back here and get up another deck here. Let's go up to the yes. Let's go up one of these two elevators here. Kind of cuts over a little bit there. Whoops, did I go through a ceiling? Yes, I think I did. So, alright, so here's our, gotta assume we got a shield back here. Yeah, there's a shield and warp drive and a lot of cool piping work in there. It's all sealed off to the inside. Looks like it's using some armored glass here. Not seeing it screwing up on the armored glass, which is cool. Oxygen fuel. Gotta hit the button. What does that do? Oxygen level. Fuel level. Oh, that's cool. It's a toggle LCD display there. Hold on, let me change that and see if the other one changes too. Nope. That's the interesting touch there. And then it looks like we got a quick way out of the ship over here as well. So obviously the bridge is heading this way. And we got a teleporter right in here. Very cool. And some little teleporter information there. And then we get to our, looks like our main bridge here with the pilot seat, a couple more passenger seats in this section. Yeah, very cool. Oh, another passenger seat there as well. Like this, I like how these are done up too. That's a nice way to display that particular console deco piece there. Actually, I like that kind of better. Nice idea. Anyway, very cool ship. Let me turn on the lights. I want to fly through the front hall and we'll take a look at its materials to get out multi-tool here. So it looks like we're using combat steel. That is definitely all across the front. I want to see if there's any differences in other parts of the ship here. Looks like we're pretty much solid combat steel on this ship. On the outside layer at least. Let's get inside here. See what's going on in here. Oh, okay. So this is where the farm plot is and the gravity generator. So I was actually close to the front of the ship when I was walking through it there. I like this structure here too. That's just kind of like, you got this shape going on, and then this just kind of comes right out of it. But it's kind of it's a neat touch. I like that. And yeah, okay, so that is the front of the ship. So it doesn't look like there is a big padded a bunch of stuff in here. We do have some thrusters that are right behind over here, and it looks like some cargo controller in here as well. Wi-Fi, but like little thrusters. Like I don't think these thrusters would stop the ship from flying at all. Um, And it looks like we've got some more reverse thrusters in the back portions of the ship. So kind of like, yeah, this could be destroyed. It's not really going to impact much of anything. Just curious. Oh, this is a harvest controller. Oh, and it's just kind of more of a decoy too. It doesn't really have, or yeah, it doesn't look like it would have any room actually, even if it wanted to have cargo extensions here. It's just kind of a controller, so you can do some cargo on here. Huh, very cool. And yeah, this is where the ground access door is. Very nice, very nice. So let's get rid of the HUD again here. Oh, overhit the button. Oh, again, there we go. That's what I wanted. All right, so specs. Again, this is going to be a Reforged Eden creation, I do believe. This has got a lot of weaponry on it. So yeah, a lot of turrets, artillery cannons, 6 of those as well. Missile turrets, artillery turrets, retractable artillery turrets. 29-minute, 3-second build time. Not so bad considering the size of the ship, which is size class 7, and all these guns on it. Again, a lot of weaponry going on here. It actually has 20 RCS as well. Speed-wise, um, got pretty good forward speed. A lot of the other speeds are pretty slow, but this is going to be more of your I don't know, a slower combat ship with a lot of firepower, built of combat steel and things like that. So, yeah, it can do a lot of damage, but you're probably not going to be running in and out of battles quickly necessarily. But you have pretty good forward speed, so there's no problem there. And the rest of the speeds, not so bad for the type of ship that it is, and considering its combat steel, which is really heavy material to be using. Um, and then the RCS, I'm sure, helped that out too in its maneuverability and things like that. So CPU wise, can I be wrong on this one? Was this a vanilla creation? It kind of looks like it's set up right here for vanilla. Um, I come to think of it, I don't necessarily see any parts on the ship that were Reforged Eden specific. So yeah, I think I'm wrong on this. For some reason I thought this was Reforged Eden, but it appears actually to be vanilla, the way it's set up stock at least. Um, hmm. And then again, if it was vanilla too, all those ship speeds and things would be faster than what we're seeing them here in Reforged Eden. So interesting. Yeah, I'll have to look at that, but yeah, I'm starting to think that I'm wrong on this. And for some reason, I thought this was a Reforged Eden creation, but I gotta say now, I think it is actually vanilla. Let me take a look at this one part over here, though. I want to see if that's a decorative item or not. That is decorative, so that is not a long-range radar for Reforged Eden. Okay, so yeah, vanilla creation. My fault on this. I don't know if I missed that on the description or not. Um, that's cool. So in vanilla, it would meet the CPU specs. It would have 4 advanced CPU cores in here, totaling 10 million CPU, and I bet you, uh, I think it would probably meet that. I would have to look at it in vanilla though to know for sure. Let's look at some other specs on here. How about the storage? So what do we got going on here? Looks like we got an ammo controller at 200K. Harvest controller at 16K. I wonder if that's that one I seen up front there. And that looks like about it for well, wait a minute, components and ingots. Oh no, another 216K for other parts there. Ingredients. Okay, that's a box. Food, that would be a fridge or something. Items, 240K for items. Miscellaneous 1 and 2. Yeah, well, fair amount of storage. I mean, yeah, ammo 200K. Yeah, we already looked at that already. So yeah, very, very cool. Very cool. Again, this is the USAF Daedalus by Chris Germoni, if I said that correctly. I probably screwed up your name. I apologize for that, but hopefully I was somewhat close. All right, so here let me get rid of the HUD, and we'll take a look at the next creation here. And this is the LYC SY17 V05 Elegant by Lycanthrope. Um, this is a cool looking ship. It kind of reminds me a little bit, although this is a CV, but it has a little bit of looks to a creation that Keeve made a long time ago, um, which was an SV, but it kind of had a little bit of this shaping flow design going on. However, I mean this is a completely different creation here. I I do believe really cool block work going on here. Um, Yeah, that's neat how these angled pieces kind of go down in there, and oh, that actually runs right across, and that actually holds the landing gear. That's cool. Like the color on there too. The going down the one side of it. Oh yeah, pretty cool stance here. So yeah, in the rear landing gear too are also set up that way with this big flowing um, like bar that holds the landing gear on. It's a cool looking setup there. I like that. Like so we got some different tones on the texture here. We got kind of this kind of goldish looking uh, color, and then we've got also this kind of gray with kind of light blue texture lights going on the sides there. Yeah, I like the this bridge section here too. That's looking really cool. I like how this glass here is lining up to this glass, but they're like different window formations with kind of like a beam that kind of divides that up there. Oh, and that actually extends all the way back here, all the way down. Oh, that is cool. Not seeing a maybe the game fixed that glass problem too. I was thinking with this much kind of glass. Last time I did one of these videos, there was some weird screw ups with these glass pieces, but not seeing it now. So I'm thinking maybe that has been rectified, which is very cool. And it looks like we've got a landing pad right here, helicopter pad. No, that's slick. That's slick. And yeah, the whole bottom side looks like it's kind of like got that red going on there, which is very cool again. Looks like we have some kind of door set up there. Let's get aboard this a minute. I gotta want to find. Obviously, I can get in through that door back there. I was just kind of curious if there's something that goes to the ground here somewhere. It kind of looks like something's going on here. What is this? Oh, switchable ramp that comes down. That's cool. Yeah, head over to nighttime lighting here. Oh, nice on the inside here. So that's a pretty cool looking way in, and we've got a secondary switch to take that door back in, or the airlock. That's cool. That's cool. Interesting. Yeah, cool looking block formation there too. I like that. So I'm going to say this ship has a basically a two block center on it, the way it's set up, which is kind of cool too. I don't see a lot of those. That is a another way to do it though. I mean, both ways work, one block or two blocks. Um, so it looks like when you come in here, you got a little bit of production, a couple of advanced constructors there. Looks like we got O2, an armor locker. And come up here. Oh wow, look at this. So this looks like a big place to I don't know. We're gonna have to open that up a minute and see what's cooking down there. Looks like a way out the bottom of the ship. Oh, and there's okay, so there's a lower floor where I was walking that would actually gain access to that. So we'll check that out on a different deck. Cool looking shaping though. Look at all the angle work and stuff going on this. That's neat. And this would go to the back door that we've seen. Yep. Yeah, neat look there. So let's walk around the side here. We've got a very high temperature zone here. Looks like we got some encased big generators there and fuel tanks on this side. See if we got the same thing going on over here. Yeah, it kind of looks that way. Okay, so it looks like it's running 4 of the big generators. We got a lot of fuel right in this area, so that works out nicely. Some more switches over here. There's the switch for the open up the big doors on the bottom. So that just goes out to the bottom of the ship. So yeah, kind of neat. And away you can walk right out there. So you could have something kind of like parked below and jump in it, or kind of fly that up into here. I don't know if it's designed to like try to dock on the ceiling. If a certain SV or something, or a smaller CV could do that. All right, well, let's head over this way. So it looks like we got a 320K controller. It says right on the controller box there. Very nice. Another controller right here too. We'll look at the total storage here as well. Coming off the back of the ship, looks like we have offline protection over there. And very, very protected offline protection, I will say. A couple armed guards and 2 operators. Yep. So when you're not on the server, these guys got you covered. So let's go up this way here. More storage. I like how they're all labeled there. So 216K basic cargo. That would wrap around to the back side. I like the white and the black in this section with the blue carpeting. And yeah, this kind of goes to the back side here. All right. So I'm trying to. I know there's this big glass area on top of the ship here, so I'm gonna probably get there. Probably the elevator. One would guess. One would guess the elevator. Oh yeah, cool looking. Again, the entire inside of the ship's using a lot of different angles and like shaping, which is really cool. It's very consistent throughout too. Oh well, we got a Christmas tree going on in here. Yeah, it's just yeah, more of a luxury yacht, by the way. So kind of expecting these kinds of things here. This yeah, really cool. Like I don't know, decorative. I don't know. That's cool. I like it. I like it. I couldn't think of the name for something like that. Like I don't know. I kept on thinking statue, but it's not a statue. It's I don't know, something very decorative though. I like that. Um, uh, cool the way the this goes above the ramp below here, and then we got a nice front area here with a big glass window in front of it, a couple couches to chill out on. Let's head up this way, and it looks like wow, got some plants there. And it looks like, oh wow, we're getting on the top side here. Look at the lighting here. That looks neat. This area I think especially would look neat in daytime because of the shadowing you're going to get cast off those off the glass here. So let me look at this kind of lit up a little bit better here. That's neat. I like how it's just kind of solid glass across here. Very luxury feeling here. And oh, look at this chamber in here. Oh, that's nice. That's really cool. Again, I really like the block work going on here and some of these, I don't know, these beams and things like that. Very cool. Had a lot of glass up there. And it looks like we're getting into some control things. So we've got, looks like the ship can fly. Is that the front? That is the front. Okay, I got twisted around. So our main pilot seat looks like we're right there. But that's not all. We got a couple more pilot seats right over here too. So either way, big open glass area, nice LCDs in the section right there. Some armed guards, things like that. Yeah, that's cool. I like the elements of the open architecture, the way a lot of the decks and levels overlook previous ones. Balconies around the edges, things like that. And also, it looks like, obviously, if you land a craft here, it looks like this would be your way in right there, which should get you down in this section here. some utility function there. I kind of missed this little part here. Oh yeah, and then our shield, and looks like detector rate in this section, and places for extra parts, maybe some maybe generator or shield parts or something else, and high radiation zone. Oh, we got some blast doors here too. Ah, I'm gonna get into some generators over here as well, and our warp core. That looks nice. Um, kind of tucked in the glass there with the matching glass. Very cool. Some oxygen tanks above. There's our pentax tank. Nice, nice. That's quite the ship. I like a lot of the LCDs and things like that going on in here. Cool look. Cool look. Definitely more of a yacht. Well, it's called Elegant. And obviously, it looks like it has some retractable weaponry on here as well. Um, let's take a look at some specs here. So we're looking at size class 8, 21 hour and 47-minute build time. It does have some retractable, a couple retractable cannons, 4 retractable missile turrets, 2 retractable laser turrets. Uh, Speed-wise, we're looking decent here. 28 forward, 7 strafing, 32 lift, 10 reverse, 7 down. And yeah, this one is the one that man, this must be vanilla too. Man, I'm so sorry. For some reason I thought the last one was actually Reforged Eden. This is the but this one I did this is the vanilla creation. So those specs, the performance of the ship would go up and the CPU would work just fine because this would equal 10 million CPU using 4 advanced CPU cores here. So not a problem at all. It's set up for vanilla the way it is. Now a lot of these, I mean, with some other parts and you add some more Reforged Eden cores and things like that, could totally be workable in Reforged Eden as well. Again, you're going to get a bit of a performance drop though going to Reforged Eden versus vanilla. And let's take a look here at, so we got a 216K ammo controller, container here at 216. Harvest controller. 32K harvest controller there, and another two 32K harvest controllers. Let me look at the loadout again on this ship. I'm just kidding. Oops. Man, I keep on hitting the wrong buttons there. All right. The loadout on this. So I'm not actually seeing any parts, at least on here stock, set up to harvest anything, like a multi-turret or anything like that, or mining drills. But it does have 2 harvest boxes, so maybe the author's kind of intending on this doing some harvesting? I don't know. Or it definitely could. But I guess there's no harm in it. I mean, controllers are controllers. You can put whatever you want in a controller. And if you did put on a multi-turret, it would be kind of ready to go for that. So, very cool. So, yeah, look at that, though. Look at that. Oop, flew in another ship there. That's such a neat setup for landing gear on this. And it just kind of goes with the whole, this angled kind of body. Very, very interesting looking body there. Very nice, very nice. So again, that is the LYC SY 17 VO5 Elegant by Lycanthrope. So next we got a little guy here. This is the Srex MK2 by Zeberes. This is a little SV again. That's cool. That's got a really unique look. I like how these like how this body kind of is kind of tall and kind of slopes down, and then you got these wings that kind of slope down as well, and it looks like they actually kind of land on this deco part here, on the sides at least. That's a neat way to do it. Way to make your landing gear come down a lot further than what the actual landing gear part allows you to do. And then we do have a conventional landing gear right in the front nose area. Ah, that's a neat solution actually for doing like a ship that doesn't have like a flat bottom on it. I like that. That's a nice idea. It doesn't look too shabby at all either. There was another way that I've seen a couple people do it using blast doors that can like retract down, but I never like the look of the big square blast doors like holding the ship up. But this looks pretty neat. It kind of actually looks like some form of landing gear, sort of. Well, maybe not, but it's cool. It's cool. I definitely like how that does look. And neat looking wings too. That's an unusual thing too, going from like a wider wing piece into an angled, smaller wing piece, and kind of doing that whole setup there, especially with the LCD over the top of the wings there. That is sharp. This front section looks pretty cool too. Obviously, we got 3 launchers in there. Um, yeah, cool shaping. Like the detail on the under side of the wings here too, with the thruster mounts in this. Yeah, really cool looking framing block structure going on here. That's neat. That's neat. I like the choice of blocks here with the roundy pieces there, how they're textured and things like that. That looks really sharp there. And a pretty cool looking back profile to the ship as well. Just is kind of unusual, but it's a cool looking unusual. Kind of looks like these wings are kind of meant to rotate. The whole structure kind of coming off from this part here. I got the different color tones in there too, kind of more of a beige and red and white color theme, which is again a pretty unique color theme, which it's pretty cool looking with yeah, blue texture light, at least on the front there. And yeah, the way this is set up, yeah, so we've got some switches over here. So we've got engine, constructor. We got like fridge. What's this piece here? Okay, that's a controller. What? Is that a controller? That's actually a controller, or is that just a box? That's cool. That's cool. Fridge and yeah, our controller's over here. So that's the controller. What is this piece? Container controller. It says it's a container controller. It just doesn't look like one. Weird. Hold on. Investigation. Mobile constructor. Oh, that's what that is. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, and I said it right there. Duh. Man, I'm blind. Mobile. So constructor, fridge, and yeah, some utility buttons over on that side. On this side, we've got looks like a cargo box, another controller, another cargo box. So it looks like it's kind of set up where your main controls are coming up on the ship this side. And you got a first-person pilot view here. And it looks like an integrated LCD that goes right in this section here too, inside the cockpit. And yeah, blinky light on the back. Yeah, very cool creation. Unique. I like the it's kind of different looking than anything I recall looking at right now in the past for SVs. Just a different looking design. Really sharp. Interesting stuff going on here. Let's take a look at some specs on here. So yeah, looks like pretty agile. 55 ms forward, 23 strafing, 27 lift, 21 down, 37 reverse. Hour and 54-minute build time. Unlock level 15. So it's not trying to push the limits on anything either. 3 rocket launchers, a detector, 2 Gatling guns, and a laser turret. 5 RCS mounted in here. And man, God, could this be vanilla too? Man, people are gonna shoot me. How did I? I apologize for that. Yeah, I'm really thinking that this is another vanilla curation. Obviously, it looks like it could work just fine in Reforged Eden, especially with like 1 additional CPU block, probably. Um, Very cool creation again, though. like how the launches are set up, and this looks especially neat too. The separation between the block work coming down here and then the round block work here kind of makes this look like a completely different part, which is a really neat way to do things. I think it's kind of like that separation of larger pieces on a creation, which is definitely very very cool. So again, this is the Srex MK2 by uh, Zerberus. Very cool looking creation there. So the last one is really dinky little guy here. This is a SV starter miner by Daedric, and this is the Mina. Really cool. So it's got Daedric's general color scheme going on. So it work with a lot of his other creations. Um, This is just a little guy. It lands very uniquely. It's got a landing gear on the back, and it kind of tilts the front of the craft down like that when you set it on the ground. But it totally works. I mean, that's kind of cool to see it at an angle like that, and actually legitimately how it's landing. And this is very very small for a miner. So we got a looks like a controller container right on the back side. We've got some medium thrusters in our different directions, two mining drills, detector there, spotlight, low profile cockpit. Looks like we have a controller up top here and a controller in the back. So the top one here is our ammo controller. Hold on, where are is there any guns on here? Oh yes, there's a couple launchers right down here. And these are Gatling guns. Okay, so two Gatling guns right there. We got our 500, a little over 500 on ammo. We got a storage controller on the back here, a little under 2,000 with that. So, I mean, it's a harvest controller, obviously for mining. Um, yeah, that's cool. It looks like, I mean, it's right to the point. It's really, really small. You could probably dock this just about anywhere on your ship or in your, it wouldn't take up much space in a hangar, or you could probably do maneuvers and stick it on the wall or wherever you want to put it. That is really cool. That is really cool. Um, let's take a look here at some of its specs here. So yeah, very inexpensive. I do believe this is dual compatible between vanilla and no, I take that back. I did recall reading right at the end that the SV drills, mining drills, are not allowed in vanilla. So this is a Reforged Eden only creation only because of the drills. There's nothing else on here that would cause it any problems. Um, but I don't think there is mechanical SV drills for SVs in the vanilla game, but there is in Reforged Eden. So yeah, CPU. This is obviously a tier one creation, so that is going to keep the price down a lot right there. Oh, look at this build time on this thing. This is really practical. 15-minute or about 16-minute build time. Uses nothing special whatsoever. The basic of the basic stuff. Uh, wow, this is a really good solution to get generally getting some mining going like really early game. I mean, this thing won't take much to spawn in the game whatsoever. And I mean, it's not like a huge miner where you're gonna bring back in a ton of materials per trip. But first of all, just even if it didn't mine, at the price, it's some good transportation. And you got a couple Gatling guns. You can tangle with occasional drone or something like that. You got a detector on here, so you can kind of get the lay of the land. And then in this case too, yeah, you can mine. And for a miner at this cost, being an SV, that is pretty insane. That is a nice setup there. Very small in size class. Motions are pretty darn good too. Now granted, it'll probably slow down a little bit when you fill up the cargo with mining stuff, but it's not going to have any problems moving around with a full load whatsoever. Two fuel tanks in there as well. It does have an oxygen tank, which will keep you oxygenated in the cockpit. Yeah, so yeah, very very practical creation here. Actually, just like if I was gonna do a restart in the game right now, I would have to seriously consider bringing this in as right up front. It's not a tree cutter. I kind of want one of those too, But the tree cutter is great for a lot of early game experience, especially if you're on a planet with a lot of trees. You get all the experience for cutting the trees with a like a HV tree harvester of any origin. Um, but this, I mean, for a starter miner, it really fits the bill. It does exactly that, and it looks stylish too. I mean, considering how small it is, how few of blocks are actually on this creation, it's just nicely done. How it's got a little bit of round going on. You got your color differences, spotlight detector, just a lot of nice things going on here, and just a really inexpensive package. That doesn't require anything special whatsoever. I was surprised that mining drills didn't require some other kind of resource beyond, your copper, silicon, that kind of stuff, iron. Um, Very nice, very nice. And that is all I've got for today on this particular video. And I apologize for some that I didn't show in the right context between Vanilla and Reforged Eden. I know there's one I didn't know about at all, and I don't think it had a description about the ship. Um, and I just kind of assumed a lot of these are Reforged Eden when a few of these are Vanilla. Um, but honestly, I mean, they're going to look the same. The stats that I read off here are going to be a little bit low from um, the vanilla stats, especially on speeds and motions and things like that. And the CPU will fluctuate between Reforged Eden and vanilla, but the actual creations are going to be the same. And if you're interested in the creations, all these will be in the video description like normal. Um, and yeah, that's cool. So on other things too, I want to. I've been working on this Klingon bird of prey. I've been in a little bit of a funk, trying to figure out some things. Having issues between material usage and xenoblocks and texturing and things like that. So I'm working it out. And I may very well do a video tomorrow showing all the updates on the ship. It is close to complete, sort of, but there's some things I want to kind of tweak and change on it a little bit. I should get some time today to hopefully do a lot of that stuff. And my kind of goal is to get it at least sent over possibly to Excalibur tomorrow. I know I already had an entry in the current Star Trek challenge. However, maybe if he's willing, he could try to show this at the very end of the challenge. I don't think I'll have it to the workshop yet this weekend, though. There's some more touches I wanted to do, and I haven't started the LCD work and stuff like that. But I just wanted to kind of spend a little extra time on it to try to get a lot of these little problematic things worked out that I've got with it right now. A lot of it has to do with texturing of xenoblocks and placement of xenoblocks. I added quite a lot of that to the ship, but I think it wrecked parts of the interior, and I'm not liking it very much right now. So that's kind of where I'm sitting at with that particular creation. Um, but it's almost done. I mean, I almost got all the interior completely developed in the ship and stuff like that. It's just there's some areas that I think I should put more time and attention to that aren't really hitting the I'm satisfied ring bells or whatever. So anyway, you all have yourself a great weekend, and I will talk to you later.